presentation? All right, I'm Tobias, 31 years old, and I'm from New York City.
Great. First, we want to ask you what's your relation with skating and when did you start skating?
My relation with skating is more casual. I started skating originally about 16 years ago, but I also stopped skating and I just started again about 3 years ago. So I'm new to it again.
Great. And what is your relation with Barcelona? Are you a tourist? Do you live here?
I'm a tourist, yes. But I've been coming to Barcelona for the past almost 8 years, every single year.
Every single year, that's great. We want to explore a little bit what's the role of the MACBA for the tourists. So, did you know about the MACBA before coming? Or did you discover the MACBA once you were here?
The MACBA is pretty famous around the skateboard community. So I did know about the MACBA spot before I came here. It's just, I feel like I think the MACBA is one of the world's famous skate spots, at least street spots, that I know of personally. So I always knew about it and every time I come here I skate here.
What do you think makes the MACBA a special place to skate?
I think the specialty about the MACBA is that you don't get chased away. If you would do this in New York, you would get chased away. So I like the idea of here, everything comes together. You have the skateboarders, you have the tourists, even people that live here, everyone comes together and everyone kind of like coexists next to each other. No one is bothered by each other. That's what I really like.
Yeah, that's great, absolutely. So we would like to also explore this idea of the coexistence of different groups. So from your perspective, what's the relation between the skaters and the MACBA? For example, we would say that the MACBA is like high culture and the skaters are like more popular culture. Do you think that they bother each other? They are both both contribute to a better environment in the place? What do you think?
No, I think they both contribute to a better environment. I mean, I've never seen it the way that you just said it. I think there's well, maybe you're right. It kind of represents everything you see at the MACBA represents like the full spectrum of the community. You know, in Barcelona, you have like the street culture, the skaters, and you have like kind of like the more high artsy culture of the MACBA. But maybe I'm not too familiar with that one because for me the MACBA is all about skateboarding. You know.
So, I skipped a question first. There was, do you consider skating to be a culture?
Yes.
And what is culture to you?
Culture is just it's a way of thinking and a way of living and coexisting like next to each other. It's just basically a set of shared values, I would say, that you have within the culture. And for me, the skate culture has, there's a range of different values. I also think skate cultures are quite different depending on where you are. Like it's very different to New York, to the Barcelona or European skate culture. But the best thing about the skate culture is that everywhere you go, if you're a skater, you're a friend. And that's kind of like across the world.
You said that to you this square is just skating. So could you elaborate a little bit more on your idea on this space, How do you think of this space? Just skating? Is it a core point for culture in Barcelona, for the youth? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. I mean, for me, because I'm a skateboarder, I come here to skateboard. I know there's much more about it. I also like the MACBA as a museum. I also like the events that are happening. But even at night, for example, the MACBA becomes kind of like the central point for people to come and hang out. And that's not just skateboarders. I think a lot of other people who are not into skateboarding are actually very drawn to the MACBA because of the open culture of the skaters. So it's not just skateboarders, but the skateboarders definitely make it more friendly. Otherwise, if the skaters wouldn't be here, I think this place would be a little more dead, to be honest.
Yeah, we had a guy from Barcelona here before doing the interview, and he emphasized on this idea that it's not a homogeneous culture, that many people from different perspectives and backgrounds come here and are gathered in this space doing different things. So I think that will be it. You said that you've been to the museum, so that was one question as well. And finally, what would you what are your thoughts on the relation between the skaters and the security of the MACBA and the police?
I'm just a visitor, so I don't know much about it. But I'm actually pretty surprised that I have never seen anything escalating. I'm always pretty surprised because, again, like there's a lot of places that we have in New York that we wouldn't be able to skate without someone coming within 5 minutes. And here it seems to be, at least for me, every time I'm here, I feel like there's a mutual respect between the skateboarders and also the security. I feel like they respect each other. But I don't know because I'm not here 24 hours a day. So, but I feel like that's definitely the case. I've never seen anything happening.
Yeah, regarding the US, it's like much more friendly in here.
Way more
police or security, like I've never seen a brutality or police trying to offend skaters.
Yep.
It's like always socially proper.
Yes, very different in New York or anywhere else. Really. There's no way you can skate on the streets in Tokyo. It's illegal. So here it's much better.
So it was such a pleasure to have you, and thank you. And if you want to add anything else, if you want, and if not, it was a pleasure.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.